Sherry English, Dynamic Directions, Certified Professional Coach. One of the objections we hear a lot in the financial industry is, I don't need to worry about it yet. I'm still young. And this is the one that's the most heartbreaking, because the problem with the financial industry is most people don't get started until it's too late to really accomplish their dreams. So what we really have to do is pull the future to them in the present. And the key here is to find out what their goals are. What are the things that matter for them? When you retire, what kind of retirement style do you want? Do you want to be able to take the kids on vacation? Do you want to have a second home? Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to make sure that you're safe and provided for, and that your kids and your grandkids have an education that's provided for. All of that's going to take a pretty big pile of money. But I want to just run those numbers for you real quick. And the secret here is to use the rule of 72, because you could just do it off the top of your head. If you don't know the rule of 72, reach out to me and I can explain it in more detail. But it's how we used to run compound interest in the days before we had super accessible calculators. And so the basics are, at 7.2%, your money doubles every 10 years. So you can use that as a proxy for the market. 7.2% seems like a realistic return for a very long term in the market. So let's just say you're 30 now and you have $50,000. That seems like a lot of money for a 30-year-old. I can do anything I want when I'm 30 years old with $50,000. But when you're 70 years old and you're in retirement, let's run that $50,000 and see, are you going to be able to take the kids on vacations and take the grandkids and pay for the colleges and have the homes and do the traveling that I know this 30-year-old is envisioning their grand life. So at 30 years old, you have $50,000. At 40, if you start investing now, it'd be 100. At 50, and you can let them run the numbers, at 50, your 100 would have grown to 200. At 60, it would have grown, your 200 would have grown to 400. At 70, your 400 would have grown to 800. But let's just say you wait till you're 50, which is when most people start getting serious about investing. At 50, you've got your $50,000. Well, at 60, it's going to be 100. And at 70, it's going to be 200. Given what you've told me your goals are, you can't buy a second home with $200,000. To be able to take the kids on vacation every single year, that's going to be hard. The cost of college education, $200,000 is not going to cover that for very many grandkids at all. So getting that future vision of what they want and pulling forward that out there so they can feel it right here, right now. The rule of 72 is one of the best ways, because as I said, one of the really heartbreaking things is people say, man, I got plenty of time. When in reality, by the time they're really ready, they don't have the time it takes to get where they want to go. So this is how we talk about bringing that urgency forward, getting that sense of urgency of now. You have to start now. It's not a manipulation. It's not a weirdness. It's like, and then I can get you more specific numbers. We'll go back. I'll run a plan. We'll figure this out. If this is something that you're interested in learning, how do you create that urgency in a conversation? Not some strong arm, not some hold them, give them noogies on the head, but just a conversation about what's real, what's urgent, how they need to get to where they want to go. If this is appealing to you, reach out to Dynamic Directions. Our contact information is below.